Good evening. Happy Meditation Tuesday. Tonight I will be sharing with you 3 powerful and easy techniques for grounding and centering. And I'd like to start off this session with a story. So I have a dear friend who has been supportive of my live meditations, liking them on social media. So I was talking to him and I said, hey, thank you so much for your love and support. It means the world to me. Are you watching the meditations? And he's like, che boludo. He's from Argentina. So I can't help but hear him say che. And he said, I'm going through a really hard time right now. And once I get through it, I'm going to watch your meditations. And another person that's dear to me, to my heart, shared the similar message. Adele, just let me get through this hard time and then I'll be there. Then I'll be ready to meditate. A part of me wants to encourage them to get on the live meditations because they're designed to support us, to balance, to get through the hard times. But the human in me, I understand. I get it. I have walked a mile in those shoes. I have a pair of the moccasins. And that when we're going through a hard time, we are just trying to get through it, letting time do its work to heal us. And we don't have any extra energy. A little bit why I wore this sweatshirt, the yin and the yang, where our yang is the doing, where the yin is the being, the receiving. And when the yang energy, we don't have any energy left to do the self-care. And so in tonight's session, if you're going through a hard time, the first step, the first way is definitely designed for you. And of course, for all of us, wherever we are in our journey, we have good days, we have hard days. And when it comes down to grounding, right? It is the easiest way to help us get back on our feet, to find that stability that we're looking for, to get through whatever we're going through. And so the first techniques I want to share do not require any breathing, do not require any intentions. First one is just walking outside barefoot. Take your shoes off, walk outside in the grass, and just do that. And then what's taking place in this moment is the grounding effect that connects you to the Earth's electric field, right? Which is flowing with free electrons, which just helps us restore, receive the healing that we need to balance and have greater stability. The second way is to hug a tree. And I smile at some of the looks I get when I say this, but I swear this is one of the gifts of being human on Earth, is the nurturing effect that happens when you hug a tree. You can hug it for, if you can make it up to a minute, every joint circuit in your body is going to be flowing, where it just, again, trees are so rooted, deeply rooted in the earth, that it helps. When we hug a tree, it draws, we're receiving the drawed up energy from the roots into the trunk to be bathed in this subtle energy exchange. And sometimes we need to be held, we need to be nurtured. And trees, the earth, Gaia, love, I don't know if I should be plural or singular, loves to give us this support. And then the third way for grounding is to bring your spine against a tree. Just sit, and again, bringing your spine along a tree, you're again receiving that energy exchange from the earth, as well as connecting in with the spine, just helping you feel more centered and more grounded. And again, promoting that sense of stability, helping you disassociate, turn off the noise in everyday life, especially with technology. So those 3 ways are actually just one way in which I'm going to share. I have 2 more grounding techniques to share with you. And they're going to go from having zero intention to having as much intention as you'd like to put into it. Right? So since this is Meditation Tuesday, I'm going to be guiding you now through a way to work with your energy body to feel more grounded, to activate your physical intelligence so that you feel that bliss, that stability, that support. Where in last week's meditation, I was sharing infinity healing. And I shared that one of the ways in which there are 4 ways in which we connect. And one is our minds and our heart. And then another way is our connection to the earth. Okay. And so I'm about to guide you through a little bit of meditation, which again provides zero intention to 100% to restore, rebalance, and make you feel better so that you are connected with the earth and more connected with yourself. All right. So I'll share with you what I'm doing, what you're experiencing as we're going through it. So first thing first is notice how you feel right now. Okay. And then just bring your fingers to tap on your cheekbones, right? And just naturally bringing your breath in the nose, out the mouth. And if you're going through a hard time and you really just can't bring your fingers to your cheeks, that's okay. Just watch and let us plant the seed for future growth. And so by tapping your cheekbones, we are working with trigger points, acupoints on the body, whose main priority, main job is to support us with grounding. You know, and of course, it has other roles as well. But this acupoint definitely connects us with the earth. Notice if your cheekbones are a little tender. Okay. And notice if you feel good, if it feels nurturing. And then just take some breaths as you breathe in the nose and exhaling out the feet. You can do this tapping when you're driving, when you're doing anything, you're on the computer. And most importantly, do it when you wake up in the morning. It'll help energize you for the day, ground you to get going. So the next tapping point is on our chin. So tapping on the chin. You can tap fast. I feel like I naturally tap fast, but on camera, it looks good if I tap slower. And so again, just notice how you feel. Again, this is a powerful point on the body that activates our physical intelligence to center us, to support us in grounding. Notice how your mind is doing. Is it chatty? Is it talking? Bringing awareness if you can feel any circulation, any energy beginning to flow. And again, just welcoming the connection with your feet to the floor, to the ground, as we are working with grounding techniques, which is earthing, connecting us in to the earth, into the energy of Gaia. And then the last tapping sequence is right below the collarbone. Again, super powerful points that we're working with that support bringing the energy up from the earth. And just notice if you are in a little bit more energy. Notice if you're starting to breathe a little bit more deeply, maybe a little bit more intentionally, in the nose, out the mouth. Or maybe your exhales are getting a little bit more, serving more of a release. I know I needed that. Okay, and then that was our tapping sequence, the second technique for grounding. And the third technique is to bring 2 fingers into the belly button, 2 fingers onto the forehead. And at this time, you can keep your eyes open or close them. And notice how you feel. And you can hold this position, ideally for, I would say, 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And this is supporting us to be centered. As if we go behind our fingertips, we hit our spine, which is also known as our central column, which is the main communication channel. So we're just strengthening the central channel, which also supports our auric field, our energy to be strong, vibrant, and also protected. And welcome the relaxation and the witnessing of your body turned on. And now I invite you to say the affirmation: I am grounded in gratitude, and I am centered in spirit. I am grounded in gratitude, and I am centered in spirit. I am grounded in gratitude and centered in spirit. And bring your hands down onto your thighs as we complete tonight's Meditation Tuesday. Please share your comments. Let me know how these grounding techniques have served you. And if you know anyone going through a hard time right now, invite them to go on a walk with you. And also, if you don't get to walk outside onto grass, perhaps you live in a city, take yourself to a park, or take your friend who's going through a hard time or a loved one to a park, and keep your eyes out for that tree to hug. It is glorious. I can't wait to hear your feedback. And again, how these techniques serve you. So lots of love and many blessings, and namaste.